Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the High Priestess Intuitive. If you're new, welcome in. Please subscribe and click the bell to receive the notifications. Down in the description box, as always, you'll find more information about this reading as well as links to my social media pages, my Etsy page. I do have a art exhibition from November through January. So I'm going to be posting a lot of new stuff on my Etsy page here pretty soon. Also, if you'd like an extended or a personal reading from me, there will be an email address. You can send me an email that way. Today's reading is going to be for Taurus. This is the money and career reading for 2020 for Taurus. And I did have a card come out while I was pre-shuffling, and I definitely wanted to keep it to the side. And then I also wanted to mention that last month we talked about, the reading was about a sudden change in career was pushing you to something new. So I want to keep that in mind, and I want to extend that energy into this reading and see if we have a connection, okay? Also, for the month of October, this is so exciting because the full moon will be October 31st. There will be a full moon on October 31st, which is Halloween. It'll be the Taurus moon, and it's going to be the blue moon, which is going to be a lot of energy, indicating that it's a good time for closing up chapters of any type of love or finance-related matter, okay? So if you are trying to let go of somebody, or you're trying to let go of a certain position or manifest new, this is going to be a really good time to let go of any of the past, okay? Because in order to move forward, it's always important and for you to learn how to let go of the past. So also, I thought something that was interesting was on the 22nd of October, from that day and 4 weeks forward, it is going to be a dark and mysterious time of self-transformation and evolution, and looking into yourself and really like delving in deep and really finding yourself, different things about yourself. All right, so let's quit talking. We're gonna go ahead and get started. The first card that I had come out when I was pre-shuffling was the Page of Swords, and it just screamed internet to me. Okay, so for whoever I think I'm going to be reading this for, this is what you're doing. This new endeavor is involving something to do with the internet. You are using electronics, you're emailing, you're messaging. I see lots of messages, DMs, emails, lots of stuff on the computer. You could be starting an online business, a YouTube channel. I mean, I don't know what else is online. You can get anything just about online. So whatever it is that you do, you're doing it online. You're doing it on the computer. All right. So that's kind of what I found for you. I found that to be interesting. Let's see what else we have. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, I do have the Two of Cups. So that's actually a new, it's a new job, but it's something that's very, very tangible. It's got good stability to it. It's got a promising future. It's going to fill your cup. It's going to give. It's going to nurture. So I like that for sure. All right. So let me just look at these cards for a second. Okay. So the first card that came out after the Page of Swords was the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So this is energy of somebody that was kind of feeling cold, or like kind of wishy-washy. They didn't really know, exactly which direction they wanted to take or go in, right? This is somebody coming out of that energy. I feel like you're starting to figure out, the path you want to take, what you want to do. I think different opportunities have come to you, which have forced you to get out of your stubborn bull stage, okay? So it's like for some of you just kind of want to stay kind of grumpy and kind of like stay that to yourself type energy. You have to come out. So this job opportunity, this work, it makes you have to sort of come out of your shell. If you're an introvert, it forces you to be an extrovert. So you're an extroverted introvert. Welcome to the club. I know how that feels. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. This is someone who, you know, you'd like to sort of just wallow and then just be, but it forces you out. It forces you to be an extension of yourself that isn't really you, but you've mastered it. Okay? This is someone that's mastered that. The next card that I have is the Three of Wands. So I like this card for career readings. So the Three of Wands, sorry, I always cover it that way because my microphone, if I cover it with my arm, you cannot hear as good. All right, so Three of Wands. This is communication for me involving work. As I said, internet, this I feel like, yeah, this is communication with somebody, a lot of people. You could be collaborating, there's all kinds of different ways to collaborate, different companies, brands, wearing a brand while you're branding your brand, and just collaborating with people. Okay, I see you involving a lot of stuff on the computer, manipulating frequencies, really analytics. Okay, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Analytics, you're on it. Okay, so I like that. That's cool. Heavily involved in the electronic situation. The Two of Wands in the reverse is next. So for some of you, you sort of feel stuck. You sort of feel like you lost a lot of the feeling like I have so many opportunities and I, you know, there's so many opportunities for me. There's so many different things that I can do. There's so many avenues. I feel like right now, for some of you, you do feel stagnant. You do feel stuck. You don't feel like you have a whole lot of opportunities. So take what you can get, right? It's sort of a fight or flight mode. I think that's how you say it. Fight or flight. Yeah. Take that route. If something is offered to you and it makes sense, take it. Even though you might not be 100% certain exactly where you're going or what you're doing or why, continue on. But I do see you feeling stuck, like you don't have a lot of options. You don't have a lot of choices. The next card I have is the Justice. It is in the reverse. So you are feeling like you don't have justice in a situation. If you're dealing with legal matters, if you're in school, this could be an issue for some of you. For some of you, schools are not open. For some of you, schools are open. And for some of you, it's online. For some of you, you've probably taken a break completely from school. And your studies and stuff like that, I feel like there's disruption in that. If you are dealing with a legal matter, involving maybe a divorce, custody, small claims courts, I don't know, anything like that, I see that you're struggling on it being in your favor, okay? Now, if none of those things pertain to you, it is within the progression of your careers, it's not being 100% satisfied with a situation. So you don't feel justified with something. If something happened with a past job, you might not be very satisfied with the way that it ended. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and clear off these cards for you. Let's see why the Page of Swords is here. This is for Taurus, October 2020. Why is the Page of Swords here? The Moon. All right. So, with the Page of Swords, like I said, internet, it's a vast place, the internet, right? Very unexpected. You never really know kind of what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. It can be intense, okay? So, there might end up being people that are jealous of your success moving forward with your internet success or a business. If you're starting a business, there could be people that see you and they're not really reciprocating and they don't want the best for you. So you have to watch out for that. I also feel like you're heading down a path and you don't even know the vastness of it yet, right? There's going to be so much work and success and fluidity, and you don't even know. It is more of like a darker realm, but if that's your fancy, then that's your fancy. But essentially, yeah, you know, but there could be people sort of watching that don't necessarily have the best intentions for you. So you could just maybe keep an eye on that. Somebody's watching you online. They can see what's happening if you are progressing. Let's see if the why the King of Cups is here in the reverse. This is for Taurus. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so usually a singles card, also a card of being stable, financially stable, okay? So for some of you, you could be going through a little bit of a financial struggle at the moment. I feel like as a Taurus never wants to ask somebody for help. They just don't do it. They really, really don't do it. I mean, they'll wait until they're on like their last dying bed before they ask somebody for help because they're very independent. And so that's what this shows here. It could also indicate that maybe you're not going to be single for long. For some of you, this is a money reading, but for some of you might go into October and become not single anymore. You might get into a relationship. Okay, and that's also what could change the moods with that King of Cups in the reverse that we talked about. Okay, but essentially, some of you could be having a little bit of a financial struggle at the moment. Okay. Let's see why the 3 of Wands is here. This is for Taurus. Nine of Wands in the reverse, okay? So communication, I feel like for some of you, in the past, you had to have a lot of communication involving work with people that you felt really, they made you feel really inferior. They made you feel less than, they made you, put you in a really bad mood all the time and upset you a lot. These people tended to single you out. They maybe even spoke bad about you behind your back, things like that. There was communication that you had to have that was involving feeling that way, and you were having communication with people like that. I do feel like that's in the past now. I feel like you're not communicating. You don't have to deal with this anymore. So for some of you, communication's been cut on some of the people that were making you feel like shit. Okay, maybe you don't work there anymore and you were like, awesome, now I get to block them because they totally made me feel like shit. All right, 2 of Wands in the reverse. Let's see why we have the 2 of Wands. It could also mean that the current communication that you have with your current position is that you have gone in and out of the energy of feeling that way too. Okay. All right, so 2 of Wands, we have Ace of Cups and 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is in the reverse. Okay. Interesting. So even though you're feeling like you're stuck, kind of like you don't have a lot of options right now, you have 100%. You have a new beginning. I want to make sure that you can see that. You have a new beginning coming to you. There's going to be a new opportunity coming your way in the month of October. And you might have to leave something behind involving a group of people. Parties have quite possibly been canceled. It's quite possible that something will have to be canceled for the new beginning to happen. In order for that, there's going to be adjustments. There might even just be somebody might not be happy about your new beginning. Some of the other people that I feel like you're working with, because you have a lot of threes here. So there's a lot of communication. Like I said, I think you have a lot of communication with people. You have to put on, you know, that face. Because the Taurians, they like to be at home. They're homebodies. And so, but anyways, you have a lot of communication with some people, okay? So you do have, even though you feel stagnant, there's a new opportunity coming in, but it might interfere somewhere with something, okay? Let's see why the Justice is here in the reverse. Why is the Justice card here for Taurus? Four of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, there was an opportunity that didn't work out. There was something that was upsetting to you and it didn't work out in your favor and you were not happy about it. And there's just still not justice on that situation. It's something from the past. It's something from the past. It's a past position and you're still stuck on something, okay? You're still stuck on that. So I'm going to end the reading right there because it is long. These readings, I don't know how these ones got so long because I'm just getting really into them. I really like doing the money and career readings for you guys. I had such a good feedback from those readings. And so I'm going to go ahead and end that reading right there. If this did resonate for any of you, please leave me a comment down below and spill all the tea. You can go ahead and vent respectfully. I'd like to hear any of your comments. Share this video if you think that it would benefit anybody that you know. And also, I do have the love readings for October as well. So if you guys would like to see your monthly love reading for October, those are already uploaded. And I will see you guys again on the next video. Take care.